You're watching Progressive Pulse. I'm Steve Rodriguez. We're here at S.O.B's in New York City. We're here with Pacha Massive. How are you guys?
We're feeling really good right now.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on the album. How did you guys meet and form this fusion?
You want to start?
Yeah, basically, I think it was like 4 years ago. We met here in New York. I had just gotten here, and this friend of ours, Ivan Benavides, was like putting together his solo project, and he contacted Nova to produce some of his stuff. And then he had a show at Joe's Pub, actually, not too far from here, and he called me to do the basses for him, and that's where we met. We got together in a rehearsal for his project. We sat down and started working for that show. We had a really nice show and like a nice vibe together, and he was like, hey, why don't we, record some basses and get together and do some stuff. So a week later or something, we meet, we record some basses at my house with another friend, and we're chilling, and some really nice stuff comes out. And like 2 weeks later, somebody calls us and they're like, hey, you guys want to play at Madison Square Garden?
And no. Us, Madison Square Garden? No way.
We were like, what? And they're like, yeah, well, you would be opening for Terciopelados. Basically, we had those 3 tracks that we had just put down that night, and we were like, wow, why don't we just put together a band and do this? So we got together.
Imagine if that's possible. Just like that, what cannot be possible through like work, you know what I mean, and determination. So we just kept at it, and we're here today,
What did you guys grow up listening to when you were young?
Merengue, bachata, palo, que más, salve, salsa, Héctor Lavoe, of course.
I think the fact that we both were raised here, Nova and I were, exposed to a bunch of different music, and being in New York, the whole time you have that information, and being raised here, like, being able to go to a summer stage when you're 10 years old is like, wow, and you see all these bands, and I think you just start gathering this whole, this bunch of information from all over the world. And I think, as much as bachata and cumbia and merengue, and we were exposed to like, some jazz and classical music and just a little bit of everything that you get to see in New York.
Well, I knew Metallica's lyrics before I even knew how to speak English. So that tells you something right there,
So how does performing live compare to being in the studio?
Well, I think we've had a long process, and since we started, we've collaborated with a bunch of people. Like, and here in New York, we've had access to people from all over the world, and they've come in and out of our performances. And basically, we've had shows where one of our best shows was like 12 musicians on stage, and it just worked out, great. But right now, since we're touring, we're starting to trying to get something, just a couple people, compact, and somebody, that we can count on and just tour and travel around. So now it's 5 of us, and it's sounding tight. We've been working a lot, and I think it's about, just being able to get it together. But from Pacha, I hope in the future you can expect anything, from 5 to 12, and hopefully we'll keep collaborating with a bunch of people.
First music video was great.
I co-directed the video, and we ended up not getting all the footage we wanted, so I went to the store, got a little like $200, Panasonic 250, GS250, and we recorded all the parts that you see the effects on, like the logo on the back and all that stuff. We actually recorded in my living room with a green screen with a little $200 camera.
Nice.
Put it in After Effects and did all that stuff, and it turned out pretty cool.
So you guys are directors now.
Yeah. That's great. As a matter of fact, I'm directing the second video for All Good Things.
We're working on it right now. The past month we've been shooting around New York and his house as well with that green screen. And it's coming out really nice. You guys are going to see it soon.
What's next? What can we expect from you guys? I know there's a lot this year, I'm sure.
Well, we want to work on our new album, which we've started to do already, little by little, and it's coming out. And we just want to keep moving around, and we're just so happy that we have work that we want to, really keep on top of it.
It's crazy because here we are hoping that we go to like London first, and we're thinking, yeah, we're gonna go to France, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden you're like sitting in your house and you get a call because somebody wants you to like go play in Istanbul and play with like 07 and stuff, and we're like, hey, sure, man, it's awesome. I mean, it's just everything is kind of like a little kick, you know, saying that, yeah, you guys are doing good, just, you know, keep at it, and, you know, good things will keep happening, you know.
All good things, right?
Yeah.
All good things come to those who wait.
And they don't have to come to an end.